A solitary figure emerged from the shadows, his face etched with years of secrets and regrets. He was once a seeker of forbidden knowledge, a traveller into the darkest corners of the occult. His name, Elias Stone. His story, a cautionary tale of ambition and the terrible price of forbidden knowledge. He had come forward to reveal a truth so profound, so dangerous, that it could shatter the very foundations of our reality. He called it the Master Key, a power sought by mystics and madmen for centuries. Elias had seen the seductive lure of the occult, the intoxicating promise of power. He had walked with those who claimed dominion over life and death, who whispered of ancient beings and cosmic truths. But he had also witnessed the abyss that yawned beneath the surface, the insatiable hunger that consumed those who dared to peer too deeply into the void. His voice, a raspy whisper, sent shivers down the spines of those who listened. He spoke of ancient rituals, of forgotten languages, and of a power that lay dormant within the human soul, a power that could be unlocked, but at a terrifying cost. Elias had paid that cost, and he was here to warn the world. The Master Key, he claimed, was not an object, but a concept, a hidden truth that held the answer to the universe's greatest mysteries. The Master Key, Elias explained, was not a literal key, but a metaphor for a hidden principle that governs the universe. It was the understanding that our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions held a power beyond measure. This power, he claimed, could be harnessed and directed to shape our reality. He spoke of ancient texts, hidden from the world, that spoke of this power. Texts that revealed the secrets of manipulating energy, bending reality, and even transcending the limitations of time and space. The Master Key was the knowledge of how to access this power, how to tap into the very fabric of existence. But this knowledge was not without its dangers. The universe, Elias warned, was a delicate balance of forces. To tamper with these forces was to risk unleashing chaos. Those who sought the Master Key for personal gain, for power over others, were doomed to be consumed by their own ambition. The Master Key was not a tool for conquest, but a path to enlightenment. It was a means to understand our place in the cosmos, to connect with the divine spark that resided within us all. But to wield this power, one needed more than just knowledge. One needed wisdom, compassion, and an unwavering moral compass. Elias's own journey into the occult began with a thirst for knowledge, a desire to understand the hidden workings of the universe. He traveled the world, seeking out ancient texts, secret societies, and forgotten masters. He learned of rituals and incantations, of astral projection and psychic phenomena. He delved into the forbidden, the taboo, the dangerous. He joined a secret society, a group of individuals who believed they were chosen to inherit the Master Key. They practiced rituals, meditated, and explored altered states of consciousness. Elias rose quickly through the ranks, his intelligence and ambition making him a natural leader. But as he progressed, he began to see the darkness that lurked beneath the surface. The rituals became more intense, the sacrifices more demanding. The society's goals shifted from enlightenment to power, their methods becoming increasingly ruthless and unethical. Elias witnessed firsthand the corrupting influence of the Master Key. He saw how it twisted the minds and souls of those who sought it for selfish ends. He saw friends become enemies, driven mad by their lust for power. Disillusioned and horrified by what he had witnessed, Elias made the difficult decision to leave the society. He knew that his former companions would hunt him down, that they would stop at nothing to silence him. He went into hiding, erasing his past and assuming a new identity. He spent years trying to forget the horrors he had seen, the things he had done, but the Master Key, like a shadow, followed him wherever he went. He realized that he couldn't simply bury the truth. He had a responsibility to warn the world, to expose the dangers of the occult and the seductive power of the Master Key. And so, he emerged from the shadows, a changed man, ready to share his story. His message was simple. The Master Key was real and it was dangerous. It was a force that could be used for good or evil, depending on the intentions of the wielder. and in the wrong hands it had the potential to unleash unimaginable chaos upon the world. The price of forbidden knowledge. Elias's warnings were not without merit. History was replete with examples of individuals who had been consumed by their pursuit of forbidden knowledge. From the alchemists of old to modern-day cults, the allure of power had always proven to be a dangerous temptation. He spoke of the dangers of dabbling in the occult, of opening oneself up to forces beyond one's control. He warned of the psychological and spiritual toll that such pursuits could take, of the potential for possession, madness, and even death. The Master Key, he stressed, was not a toy to be played with. It was a force of nature, powerful and indifferent to the desires of humankind. To approach it without the utmost respect and caution was to invite disaster. Whispers of ancient power. Despite the dangers, Elias acknowledged the allure of the Master Key. He described it as a siren song, whispering promises of enlightenment and power. It was a call that resonated deep within the human soul, a yearning for something more, something beyond the mundane. He spoke of ancient civilizations long vanished who had mastered the secrets of the Master Key. He hinted at pyramids, temples, and other sacred sites that served as conduits for this power. He spoke of a time when humanity lived in harmony with the cosmos, their minds and spirits attuned to the rhythms of the universe. But this knowledge, he cautioned, had been lost, fragmented and scattered throughout the ages. To rediscover it would require more than just intellect. It would require a transformation of consciousness, a willingness to abandon old beliefs and embrace a new understanding of reality. The Master Key, Elias explained, was not about controlling the universe, but about understanding our place within it. It was about recognizing the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance that held reality together. It was about tapping into the infinite potential that resided within each of us, the divine spark that connected us to the very source of creation. The Master Key was not a weapon, but a tool for healing, for growth and for transformation. It was a path to enlightenment, a way to transcend the limitations of our physical existence and embrace our true nature as spiritual beings. But this path, he warned, was not for the faint of heart. It was a journey fraught with peril, requiring courage, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to truth. Elias's message was one of both warning and hope. He acknowledged the dangers of the occult, the very real risks associated with seeking forbidden knowledge. But he also believed that the Master Key held the potential to unlock humanity's true potential, to usher in a new era of peace, understanding, and enlightenment. He urged his listeners to seek knowledge, but to do so with caution and discernment. He encouraged them to explore their own spirituality, to connect with the divine within themselves. He reminded them that the true power lay not in controlling the universe, but in mastering oneself. The Master Key, he believed, was not a secret to be hoarded, but a gift to be shared. It was a path open to all who sought it with a pure heart and a noble purpose. As Elias concluded his tale, his voice filled with a mixture of sadness and urgency. He knew that his words would be met with skepticism, even ridicule. He understood the human tendency to dismiss the unknown, to cling to familiar beliefs, even in the face of overwhelming evidence. But he also knew that there were those who would listen, who would feel the ring of truth in his words. To them, he offered a final warning and a heartfelt plea. "Be careful," he whispered, his voice raspy with emotion. "The path to enlightenment is paved with good intentions. Do not be seduced by the promise of power, for it is a fickle mistress. Seek knowledge, but do so with humility and respect. The universe holds many secrets, but it does not surrender them easily. Be prepared to pay the price, for the journey is long and arduous. But above all, remember this: the true Master Key lies within you." With that, Elias Stone vanished back into the shadows, leaving behind a legacy of mystery and intrigue. His story served as a reminder that the world was a stranger and more wondrous place than we often realized. It was a world where ancient secrets whispered on the wind, where unseen forces shaped our destinies, and where the line between reality and the supernatural was often blurred. The master key, whether a literal object or a metaphorical concept, remained an enigma, a tantalizing mystery that continued to captivate the imagination. It was a reminder that there were still mysteries in the universe that defied explanation, forces beyond our comprehension that shaped the very fabric of our existence. And perhaps, just perhaps, somewhere out there, hidden in plain sight, lay the key to unlocking it all.